Good morning, Suburban family. I have had the opportunity to take several short-term mission trips to Southeast Asia. We often taught English camps there, and one of the cities that we taught at did not have very many foreigners visit. The people were poor and in many ways seen as the outcasts. It was a big deal when a team of Americans showed up. We were asked, "Why would you bother to come and teach us? Because no one cares about us." Teaching English gave us a great opportunity to share the love of God with them and engage with them right where they were at. Jesus met people where they were at, and at the same time, he desired them to walk in the full, free life that he had in store for them. Jesus engaged in front of people with the revelation of God, and they either followed or they fell away. As we continue to work our way through the Gospel of John, I want to take a moment and look at Nicodemus and the Samaritan woman. The stories of these two have several parallels, but their responses are very different. In both stories, we see Jesus using a spiritual metaphor to spark spiritual interest. Nicodemus birthed the Samaritan woman living water. Both Nicodemus and the woman were confused by this metaphor. Next, we see in both stories that Jesus clarifies the spiritual significance. In both stories, Jesus provides clarification and a gentle rebuke. Jesus also identifies himself to both of them. To Nicodemus, he identifies himself as the Son of Man, the Son of God, and the light. To the Samaritan woman, he identifies himself as the Messiah. The difference in the two stories really starts to show up in the way each of them respond to their encounter with Jesus. Nicodemus is a religious leader, a spiritual elite, and seems to be the one who is most likely to make the connection that Jesus is the Messiah. He had all the clues and the training to put the pieces together, but he was unable to see it. The Samaritan woman, with her minimal knowledge and sinful lifestyle, made the connection immediately. Jesus is the one they had been waiting for. Even her many sins did not blind her to the truth that Jesus offered her. At the end of the story, Nicodemus, his response is not recorded. Perhaps it took some time for Jesus' words to sink in and do their work. But when we look at the story of the Samaritan woman, we see a stark contrast. The woman isn't going to leave the well the same way she came. She is new. Her encounter with Jesus changed everything. Now she leaves her old life and her burdens behind, and she runs off to tell everyone what she can about the man who told her everything that she had ever did. "Come and see," she said. "Could this be the Messiah?" And then the story just gets better. Because of her response, sharing her testimony, many Samaritans believed in Jesus. There are times we may feel like Nicodemus. We're checking the boxes and we feel confident in how we are living life and with what we think we know. At other times, we might feel like the outcast Samaritan woman. It does not matter if we feel like the insider or the outcast. What Jesus desires from us is that we worship him in spirit and truth, with a sincere heart and with the knowledge that Jesus is the Son of God. What is your response to Jesus' words to you this week? Will you go through the motions like Nicodemus, or will you choose to be like the Samaritan woman, worshiping God and serving others, and inviting them to come and see?